Hi, I'm Dave Sunderlich with the Conductive Education Center of Metro Detroit. Last year, CECMD joined a very exclusive group of charities. This select group of charities have been operating for over 20 years. When I think of this feat, one emotion comes to mind: pride. Pride in the idea of taking our future into our own hands. Pride in the efforts and joy and successes of all our students through the years. And finally, pride in the courage and determination of every person who ever took the time to learn about and support our little program. It's a pleasure to address you today. The fact that we are able to venture into our third decade of conductive education is certainly a testament to everyone who's been with us over the years. I wanted to share some quick statistics with you. Only 44% of charities will make it in their first 5 years, and barely 22% make it to see their 10th year. And even less than 3% of all charities will make it to see year 20. Pride. Pride in having amazing supporters through the years whose generosity has allowed conductive education to provide our services to kids in need at no charge to them or their families. We have done this since day one and never wavered from this commitment. The wonderful people that fill this room tonight and have filled this room for the past 20 years are the reason we are here today. And they will be the reason we continue to be able to provide this wonderful little program to some very special children for years to come. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being there for us over the years, and thank you for being part of a very special program, the Conductive Education Center of Metro Detroit. The idea of conductive education came to Metro Detroit in the summer of 1999. Oakland University sponsored a research program for kids with cerebral palsy to evaluate different types of therapies and their effect on a hand-select group of kids. There was a group of kids that received traditional occupational and physical therapy, a group of kids that received no therapy, a group of kids who received an aggressive level of traditional therapy, and a final group that were exposed to, at that time, a little-known European-based therapy called conductive education. Needless to say, the group of kids who went through a summer of conductive education made tremendous gains compared to the other control groups. As parents, we saw it almost immediately, and by the end of the program, we were sold. We needed to establish a full-time program like this in the Metro Detroit area, and that was the birth of the Conductive Education Center of Metro Detroit. For those of you who are still learning what conductive education is, let me take a few minutes to hopefully clear this up. The concept of conductive education originated in Budapest, Hungary, and was developed by Anders Peda. The Peda Institute is still one of the main universities that train conductors in the world. Many of our conductors over the years went through this training at the Institute, while other conductors are now coming out of a select group of colleges and universities here in the United States. Conductive education essentially combines physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy in an educational setting. Conductors are trained in all three disciplines in addition to being highly trained in teaching. Every lesson, every action in our daily routine combines movement, speech, and sometimes song. The kids spend all day together rooting for each other when they succeed and consoling each other when the task was just a bit out of reach. The environment becomes so fun that many of the kids don't even realize how hard they've worked until they fall asleep on their way home, exhausted and smiling. We see gains ranging from improved walking, talking, crawling. Constant stretching and manipulation keeps our kids from experiencing chronic and severe pain. Conductive education helps prevent them from undergoing dangerous surgeries, and above all, it helps sharpen mental awareness and build confidence. But if you ask all our kids, most will just say, it's a lot of fun. Helen Keller once wrote, "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." The pride I feel in my heart, the deep feeling of satisfaction I hope all you feel tonight, deep in your hearts, and the sheer joy we witness in our kids' hearts truly prove that we are part of something special. Something beautiful that may be difficult to see or touch, but it can surely be felt. As we look around the room and see so many friends, family, co-workers, all taking time out of their busy schedules, all with the same goal, it warms my heart. So thank you so much for tonight and for the past 20 years of keeping all our little miracles smiling. And once again, thank you so very much for your support.